That is it. Then second thing that is in that crack the code, we also work hand in hand with companies, because most companies you propose to them that yes, Africans are hardworking, but they will say no, Africans, we cannot speak our language to them. Our supervisor is Indian, is Pakistani, speak Hindi only. How will you deploy to us 50 Africans? There is something to be cracked there. We will analyze their terrain.
Yeah. Good morning. Good to see you again. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I don't know the time you're watching this video. We are back with yet another edition. Each and everything you want to know about visas, you want to know about plane tickets, you want to start up a business, anything that you do want. We are supported by BBH Tours and Travel. And it's a group of companies, and also big timers, JT Fitness. Also, they are our sponsors. We love you all, and we are going to start the show. My name is Riden MC on the mic. With me, we have our guest, and he will introduce himself. We are here live at BBH, and he will tell you what he does. How does he become to BBH, and what do they do, and what do they, or why do they target African market? Here you are, sir. What is your name?
My name is Mr. Bassi.
Yes.
I'm the managing partner of BBH Group. BBH is a brand in the UAE for the past 3 years. We are into 4 divisions. We have the HR services. We have tours and travels, we have documents clearing services, and we have worldwide visas. So, should I break it down?
Please.
Okay. HR services has to do with recruitment of manpower, training, job seeking, and so on and so forth. We basically deal like B2B, where we deal with companies who give us their demand. Demand means vacancies, requirements for manpower. Same demand we have to recruit for that company. So when we say there is a vacancy somewhere, that means there is a company that has requirements for manpower. We will recruit, screen those people, provide some basic trainings, we deploy to the companies, and we follow up to make sure that the benefits from the companies are being provided. Benefits means employment visas, health insurance, good accommodation, and other things like perquisites.
And do you vet the companies?
Of course, we do a lot of that, yes, especially when there are big shots like the security companies. They will say you have to pay this, you have to pay that, we have this, we have that. We do some background checks, and also companies often require background checks on the part of the candidates. They don't want to hire people that are not trustworthy. They don't want to hire people with criminal records, and all these things we have to do before candidates are deployed to a company.
So does that mean that once you work with BBH, they will do each and everything? Because as you've said, that you do have all the sectors, the documentation, the HR solution, and tours and travel.
Of course, it is end-to-end. End-to-end means from A to Z. So suppose you are in Africa, you want to come down to the UAE. BBH Group has all it takes in each of their division to provide you end-to-end service. Suppose you are coming here as a job seeker, then our tours and travel division will begin with you, where we provide the job seeker visa, or maybe just the entry visa, the ticket. And suppose you require temporary accommodation, we also have a wing that can handle that for you. Then once you are in the country, the next thing is to hunt for the job, and the HR division will take care of that. Some people are here when they are not prepared. When they are not prepared, they cannot get the job because it's competitive. So first, the training team will mold this person.
So, sorry for interrupting you. Does that mean that BBH does not get for people jobs? That it only can do hiring when it gets the contract from other companies?
Of course, like I said before, when we are hiring, it means we have a business with a certain company. A certain company might say, okay, we need 50 security guards. BBH, we need 50 security guards from XYZ nationality. We need them within 2 weeks or within 1 month. We have to publicize that vacancy. So if we have people already on our database, suppose 5-10 people have contacted, we brought them through Tours and Travel, we have to check with them first if they are suitable for that vacancy. They are our priority. Then we publicize that very vacancy. BBH HR is hiring security guards. We put the job description.
Okay.
Then job seekers will get in touch. After we filter based on requirements, then also we have to mold them to suit the job.
Okay.
Like basic trainings, orientation, and so on before we get them boarded.
Okay, thank you so much. We've had a lot of scams. We've had a lot of people having issues with the other agents. What is so different with BBH? What is difference when you work with BBH?
Okay, there is one thing we have for the past 3 years. It has been working well for us. We call it crack the code. It is what makes BBH different from other brands. Crack the code, we put a lot into consideration first. It is how to get the job. How do you crack it? Most people come here, they have had UAE, like, oh, I was working in the bank, I want to come UAE to work in the bank. Whereas the bank in Africa and the bank in UAE is not the same.
It's totally different?
Yeah, this is Islamic country. Maybe you are coming from the part of Christianity.
Most Africans.
Secondly, you don't even have any knowledge about the UAE or the Gulf market. So on arrival here, you'll be surprised. You'll be amazed that no, you are not suitable to work in the bank. So if you are wasting your time, maybe looking for such job through some agents and so on and so forth, you will be scammed. Because someone will tell you, I will get you a job in the bank, ADC, BDs, this, I'm working with them. Whereas you yourself, you are not suitable for that job. So the first thing should have been to crack the code. Am I fit here? So once they are in touch with us, first we want to know your job profile, your experience, travel history. Then we will advise you accordingly. That is the first thing. Like this evening, I've told one boy, no need to waste time for this, you cannot get it. It's like when you see a mango fruit on the tree, you know your height is not up to it and you want to stand there, you stand till tomorrow, you can't pluck it. So that is it. Then second thing that is in that crack the code, we also work hand in hand with companies, because most companies you propose to them that yes, Africans are hardworking, but they will say no, Africans, we cannot speak our language to them. Our supervisor is Indian, is Pakistani, speak Hindi only. How will you deploy to us 50 Africans? There is something to be cracked there. We will analyze their terrain, tell them, okay, take 15 Africans, take one supervisor for African, put here, give him some responsibilities like this, like that. Then he will manage a small team for you, and it will make it easy. Then another thing most people say, most companies, hiring managers would say, Africans are too much energetic, little thing they will shout, they will fight, how do we manage this? We still do the same for them. There is a code to be cracked there. So there are things we do that makes us different. Then to cap it up, the issue of scam is there in the market. Some people are in it like their industry. They will create the job, but the job is nowhere to be found. So what we do at times when we get in touch with supply companies, because even companies also scam. If you are a supply company, suppose you are supplying construction workers, or you are supplying cleaners, housekeeping staff, you are supplying security guards, you will write to us that you need workers from Africa. The next thing you will say, okay, I need some amount for their visas. That is where you want to scam us. But what we will ask you will be, show us a proof of workload. Show us a proof of contract. Okay, if you need housekeeping attendant, You need kitchen staff. You need security guard. Where are you deploying them? Can I see a copy of their contract? Like last month, there is a demand letter in my drawer. When I did some background check, I realized that this is just a frame. I left it. So we go as far as demanding some documents from them to prove that yes, they have a business. That is why they want to hire. Because some can make a good accommodation, get 50 people from Africa, get from Asia, get from anywhere, or even inside the country, put them in the accommodation, leave them there. Already you have paid for something, and that thing did not come. They will come back to BBH, they will go back to whoever deployed them. The company doesn't have job, or we have not been paid salary. So all these things we follow. We check company reviews, we check who are their clients. Are they working with some top companies in the UAE? Are they accredited by some government bodies like Standard Organization and so on? We check these things before we can vouch that, okay, 10 of you can go here and work. Things will be fine.
On finishing that, what advice would you give to someone who is coming from Africa and he's getting into the Gulf countries? And we always have ambitions that once I reach in Dubai, my life is going to change. I've been a doctor or a teacher. I'm an accountant. I'm this and that. And once you reach in Dubai, the stories change. What advice would you give to such a person who has those ambitions? As you've said, it's not the way how they see things.
Okay, I will give an instance of myself. I always advise, come prepared to the UAE. I came to the UAE prepared. I knew what I'm coming here to do.
What do you mean prepared?
I knew what I'm coming to do. I research, then I come with required documents. Before I left the shores of Africa, I attested my high school certificate, attested my diploma certificate, attested my bachelor's degree, attested my professional certificate. I came here, I started masters to prepare myself against the industry that I'm going. Most Africans even have masters in Africa before coming, but they come here with a suitcase only, no paper inside. Or they come with papers that are not attested. It's not respected here. So my piece of advice would be, you are coming to the Gulf, you are going to Europe, or you are going to America. Agents want you to fly tomorrow so that he will get his money. But you should fly when you are due to fly. Get all your papers ready, do a little bit, do more of research about where you are going, what type of jobs are there. Are you suitable to work there? Do you meet the requirements? Suppose you are suitable to work, do you need any accreditation from that place? For instance, you might be a military officer in Africa, but you cannot do a security job here because you are a military officer. You need to acquire the security training certificate here. So suppose you want to continue in that security industry, save some dollars, arrive here, go for that certificate before you start looking for a job. Some people are good swimmers, they come here, they want to do lifeguard, but they don't have the certificate. They'll say, I can swim, but nobody wants to hear I can swim. They will ask you, do you have the certificate?
Qualifications.
Simple. Some people are doctors, surgeons, they come here, they cannot practice. They need to get the local certificates. So these things are very simple. Before you buy your ticket, get all the documents that will support your stay in that country, then you are free to board.
Thank you so much. Once again, for those who are watching us, we are being powered by BBH Tours and Travel and JT Fitness. For any of you who want to reduce or you want to have your physical body fit, just contact the numbers will be going below there on the lines. And even for those who want visas, you want to come to UAE or any parts of the country, please just Just check out for BBH on their social media platform, that is Facebook, Instagram, and even on their website. As we go back, Mr. Bassi, the other question that I would like to ask you or our viewers who are there, do you only target African market or even Europeans who want to come over here to start up businesses?
Okay, thanks for that. In our document clearing services, one of our main businesses, business setup, company formation, or whatever you want to call it, but it's about putting investors, putting professionals in the formal space of running their business in the UAE. So there are a lot of platforms where they can get legalized and do their businesses. In Dubai, we do mainland license, we do the offshores, free zone, and so on and so forth. So for whoever is interested in setting up a business, we are not targeting Africans only. We work global. We have a very strong and vast team. I make reference to Africans because I'm Team Africa. We have Team Asia, we have Team Europe. So we attach people that are same nationality so that it will be easy to correlate, it will be easy to cite instances, and it will be easy even to speak with their local languages. So in the business setup, it's very easy in the UAE. I would advise you out there, if there is something that you know how to do best, you can legalize it, go formal. You can start up your little business and we will help you out with this. We have a team of experts who are acquainted with all the rules, the laws, and we are very soft in advisory services. So get started, I would tell you.
And what are the requirements for someone who wants to start up a business, who is coming from Africa, who is coming from Asia or Europe? What are the main requirements for someone who needs to start up a business and does not have a huge amount of money, but he's on a budget?
Okay, when you say he doesn't have a huge amount of money, if he had the money, maybe he wouldn't start a business, he will go for vacation. When you want to start a business, that means you want to invest the small amount you have. So budget really matters. But you cannot just start because that is what your budget can afford. First thing to do is professionalism. What are you good at? For instance, if you are a professional technician, you have been in the industry 10-15 years, you can open up a technical service company. For instance, if you are very good in business management, you can take up a professional management service license. You are a trained HR, you have like 5, 6, 7 years experience, you can take up HR service license. You are in the janitorial services, you can take up cleaning service license. There are a lot of professional and commercial licenses in the UAE. And for those who are trading, there is a general trading license, which of course is a commercial license. It doesn't really matter if you are professional. It doesn't need the professionalism. You don't even need a bachelor's to prove to get that license.
So you need no qualifications?
No qualification, you need money. Actually, it is the highest, the most expensive license in the UAE, general trading. So basic license is project management, where you can use and manage any type of projects with companies in the UAE, where you can supply 10, 20, 30 staff. We do the same also on some projects with companies. Then it's very cheap and it's easy for everyone to acquire and start something. The benefits that you will get when you acquire this license is you will get an investor visa, and when you are an investor, there is no door that can be closed against you in the UAE. It has amazing benefits. You approach a bank for company account, corporate account, they will give you, and of course you can take a loan after some time to support your business. You can sponsor your family on that same visa as an investor, your kids, your wife, your first relatives, that is like your mom, dad, and spouse, parents as well. So these are the benefits.
Okay, thank you so much for that information. I hope you've all understood. For whatever you need to start up a business in UAE or the company that you have to follow. The other question is, Mr. Bassi, please, with the situation that is going on with Africans in UAE, basically that is in Dubai, I would talk about, we saw this with Nigeria first, and then it came all along. Now, since last year, that was 2022, in November, or it was effectively in January, that all Ugandans also have issues with getting their employment visas. What do you say about that?
It's a very dicey question for someone who is not an immigration officer to say something about visa issues in the UAE. But as a experienced, should I say, dealer in that line of business, what we observe over the years is that UAE, when they are tired of tolerating a particular nationality, they will start with visa denials. They will place a lot of requirements beyond the normal passport copy and so on. So as it started with the Nigerians, now it is totally closed till further notice. That is for the whole UAE, all the 7 Emirates. There is no way, unless Nigerians that are diplomats, of course, is exceptional. When you are going for investments, that is the partner visa, and you must be having a family here. So they will see some level of responsibility in you, then they give the visa. Then for other nationalities who join the bandwagon is Uganda and Cameroon. For now, as I speak, the visas for Uganda and Cameroon is still not available in Dubai Emirates. But in other Emirates, the visa is available. We don't know, maybe they will tighten the requirements after some time. But even as at last week, we got some Ugandan visas from Dubai Emirates, but for males only. And of course, a lot of security requirements were placed, like the home country police clearance certificate, and it has to be attested in the UAE Ministry of Foreign Affairs attestation. And also locally, it is required that they have the Dubai police clearance certificate, and also we had to attest that with MOFA from Abu Dhabi. So these were the things that we input to get the visas. But as of today, female visas from Dubai Emirates is almost impossible to get.
Oh, that is for Uganda?
Uganda and Cameroon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. At BBH, do you have, if the Dubai Emirate as it is, that it is only one, or as you've said, that in other 6 other Emirates that the visas are going through, do you have any solution, or have you made any efforts as BBH, or have you got any sample visas in the other Emirates?
Of course, for us it's a business, so we won't fold our arms and wait or sit until Dubai opens the visas. So recently we made a move to other Emirates. We got our establishment and visas is going through from there. We are having a few copies already, and we encourage you, if you are out there seeking for your freelance visa, partner visa, whatever residence you are seeking, you can come at BBH. We will provide the visas because we are connected on other Emirates as well. We are not only seated in Dubai.
Thank you so much. I hope for the Africans, my brothers from Uganda and Cameroon, including my sisters, I think you can have a smile, because at the end of the day, I believe all of them are visas. However much we want to be in Dubai, but that means even if you have a visa from Sharjah or Ajman or Alain, you will be legal in the country, but not illegal So you don't need to go into overstay, or you don't need to be absconded. Just come at BBH, call on the numbers that are written down over there. You will see them, or visit their website, that is at bbhworld.com, or visit their Facebook page or Instagram page, even their TikTok page. Just type in BBH Tours and Travel or BBH Travels. My last question, Mr. Bassi. Please give any advice about for those who want to use the extension visa, the one of 30 days. What is the advantage and the disadvantage of that visa? And would you encourage them to do the extension visa of 30 days?
The Dubai extension visa for 30 days is a type of visa that is issued once only. So, like you said, it's extension. Probably you have been here for 60 days and you are not done with whatever business you came for, and you need some more days. You can take that 30 days extension visa. It's like a grace period. So the disadvantage is this: once you take that visa, you cannot do any other thing than to leave the country, exit officially, or you take residence visa. It's not like visa change.
But you can keep on changing?
No, you cannot change. If you want visa change, you have to exit and come back afresh. That is the only time they will recognize that you are coming back afresh. But you can get that grace of 30 days extension inside the country. But once it is done, you have to exit the country.
Or else will you be absconded, or that's overstay?
Absconded, overstay, everything will come on you. And of course, you have to clear those violation fines before you can exit the country.
Okay, and what advice would you give to someone who has a huge amount of fine, or he has fines beyond payment, that is overstay and abscond?
Okay, it's a one-way traffic. If you are here for a long time, you are unable to secure a job, or you were not given a residency when you got a job, you now have a lot of overstay fines, that is violation fines. You are tired, you want to leave the country. The only thing you have to do is to take the legal way of exit, which is called outpass. Outpass will allow you to leave the country in peace. You will not have to pay the fines at the airport. You will not have to do anything, even if your fines are for 10 years, 5 years, or even 1 day. But so long as you cannot afford to pay that fines, you take outpass, you leave. Suppose you leave, you want to come back to the UAE, it might be a bit difficult because when you leave, they will place a ban. So ban varies. The weight of the ban varies, but oftentimes it is 6 months if you had no other violation. But if you had some big issues with your residency before you took outpass, you may be banned for 5 years, you may be banned for life. Oftentimes it is for those who have some criminal cases, like big crimes in the UAE, financial crimes, maybe they absconded with a loan and so on. So if they exit, they are banned for life and they can't come back. But there are lots that we do because this is under document clearing services. We do the police clearance certificates, we do the attestation of documents, and also we manage corporately for other companies issues of residency application. For instance, you are from another country, you arrive in the UAE, you open up a company. It will take you some time to understand the government transactions, the public services that are available on the AMAR or DED websites. So this is part of the document services that we offer to companies. You may not also be buoyant enough to pay a particular Arabic or anybody to work as public relations officer, that's the PRO, which is a very common thing in the government transaction. So we can work for you. We manage your files and your government transactions. You employ 2 staff, you employ 20 staff, you employ 100 staff. We charge you a little amount. We complete all the process professionally to avoid this kind of things happening. So these are other things that we do under documents clearing services.
Thank you so much, Mr. Barsi, and for giving us a chance for you to sit here. Guys, we thank you so much for watching. We love you, and we shall be. You can put your questions in the comment section, or you can visit our website, that is at Big Time or JT Fitness Solutions, or you can visit the BBH, that is BBH World. bbhworld.com, that is the official website page, and we love you so much. Thank you for watching. Yeah, we are back. Mr. Barsi, would you tell us about BBH?
BBH is a group of company. We have 4 divisions. Like you can see, I have here BBH HR Consultancies, which is the mother company, and we went ahead to open the BBH Travels, which has to do with the tours and travels. We also have HDC Document Clearing Services. It is our brand which takes care of documentation, both for individual and for companies. And also we are into project management, which we manage some contracts for companies, manpower, supplies, and so on and so forth. So these are much we do for the UAE, much we do for the businesses and the individuals.
Does that